Well, it's a high-level meeting that's going on at Ministry of Home Affairs. SSP, CISF, BSF and CRPF chiefs are attending this very important meeting. Paramilitary chiefs, multi-agency meeting going on just ahead of the CCS meeting that's all set to be held tomorrow. My colleagues Shiv Arur and Aishwarya join us with more details on this. Shiv, to you first. Tell us the significance of this very important meeting. It is just before the second CCS meeting that is going to be led by the Prime Minister, but heads of Sahastra Seema Bal, CISF, BSF, CRPF, all paramilitary forces and also intelligence agencies attending this very important meeting called by Govind Mohan, the Home Secretary. Explain to us the significance of this meeting.
Well, extremely significant in the context of it happening 1 week after Pahalgam, at a time when there is still a lack of clarity, which is totally fine, over what India's next move will be. But obviously, these are your agencies responsible for internal security and border security, and for them to hold a high-level coordination meeting obviously means that the system's wheels are turning. India has chosen the path of time and place of our choosing as far as any kind of military or other kind of kinetic action against Pakistan is concerned, because we know other options have already been exercised. But coming as it does one day before the Cabinet Committee on Security meeting, which is your apex body, on all issues concerned with national security, including what India's options are against Pakistan, it assumes huge significance. And I imagine intelligence chiefs and, a summary of what happens in today's meeting will, come up at the CCS meeting tomorrow, Vasudha. Also remember that the meeting between Rajnath Singh and the Prime Minister, the meeting between the Chief of Defence Staff and the service chiefs before he met the Prime Minister, all of these coming together to collate a kind of unified picture that aligns with Prime Minister Modi's political decision, which he announced as being pursuing terror till it is, destroyed forever. So all of these meetings are completely aligned with whatever India is going to choose to do.
Very important. Shiv, just stay with us. We will come back to you. Aishwarya, to you now. Explain to us who are the participants in this meeting. Also, this is a precursor to that next very important meeting that's going to happen tomorrow. Also, like Shiv was saying, there's been a lot of talk about the kind of options that we have, the kinetic options that we have that India can exercise, because a lot of diplomatic options have already been implemented. What do you think is on agenda in this meeting that has been called by Home Secretary Govind Mohan?
Well, the meeting lasted at the Ministry of Home Affairs for almost 40 minutes. The DGs of BSF, the senior officials from the CISF and the CRPF, we've been told, from the Border Security Force, Army, Assam Rifles, and from the NSGs as well. All of these chiefs of the paramilitary staff, military officers had been called in at the Ministry of Home Affairs. It was Home Secretary Govind Mohan who chaired this meeting. Now, the sources within the MHA has stated to us that tomorrow is an all-important CCS meeting. After this particular meeting, there will be a report that will be submitted to Home Minister Amit Shah, and tomorrow Prime Minister would be briefed about all the latest developments that has taken place along with the line of control. Remember, for the last 5 days, there has been continuous ceasefire violation on the side of the Pakistani troops, and the Indian armed forces had been responding in a very swift and effective manner for the last 5 days. Of course, there has been massive deployment which is going on. As it has been mentioned time and again that it will be Indian top administration who will be deciding upon the action on Pakistan at a time and place which Indian government decides, and this remains very, very sensitive, remains very, very crucial as well, because all of these meetings which have lasted for almost 1 week, this needs to be culminated. A joint report will be presented before the Prime Minister tomorrow at the CCS. It is not only the Cabinet Committee on Security that will meet tomorrow at 11 a.m. at Prime Minister's residence, but also we have been told that it would be post that the CCPA, which is the Cabinet Committee on Political Affairs, which has also been called, which is a very rare occasion. For a very long time we haven't seen the CCPA sitting together, and post Pahalgam attack, this will be the very first time when the CCPA will also be sitting, and that will be chaired by Prime Minister Narendra Modi as well. crucial decisions can also be expected tomorrow after this meeting of Prime Minister. But at the MHA, what we have been told is that all the DGs, the top security officials had also been called, and whatever has happened in the last 1 week as far as deployment of our troops along with the line of control or at the border areas of Rajasthan, Punjab, or be it the Jammu and Kashmir, and how the government, how the Defence Ministry is planning in those crucial juncture. While on the other side, we are also learning that there has been Jammu and Kashmir police, the Srinagar police, who have been continuously conducting raids at different locations in the areas where these terrorists had been hiding out for last 1 week. So clearly, to culminate all that, the information is now being received by the Home Secretary Govind Mohan, and that would be presented in front of the Home Minister later this evening.
Right. Shiv, to you now, last CCS meeting was very important because that was when India launched this diplomatic offensive, including announcement of putting the IWT on abeyance, and also a couple of other things, including asking Pakistani nationals in India to leave or closure of the Atari-Wagah border. Tell us what more options are available for India, and in that regard, how important is today's meeting and also tomorrow's meeting?
You know, the Indus Water Treaty meeting, Vasudha, is extremely important. Most people, I think, may be underplaying it because the effects of it are not going to be immediate, even though you must account for the huge national meltdown in Pakistan over it, because the IWT, once, the abeyance actually comes into effect, it'll take some time. Obviously, it can't happen on a dime. It is going to paralyze Pakistan. It's the kind of punitive measure that is truly in the spirit of punishing Pakistan for its global terror. But there are many other measures. Obviously, diplomatic measures are underway right now. But if India can leverage its relationships with countries like the US, Russia and others, to draw a line in the sand as far as Pakistan is concerned, many other options like the FATF, India itself going the distance in terms of designating Pakistan as a terrorist state. They've gone somewhat towards that distance at the United Nations by calling it a rogue state, by formally proscribing it as a terrorist state, and various other measures. The visa cancellations is also an extremely harsh measure which has sent shockwave through Pakistan, especially the medical visas issue. But as far as India is concerned, these options will be piecemeal options that will hopefully build up to a larger move by India. It's very tempting, and especially reporting from here in Kashmir, and I'm just returning from LOC Baramulla, I can tell you that it's tempting for the general public to see what is India's big move going to be. And when they say India's big move, 99% of people mean military move, an attack. The Uri surgical strike, the Balakot bombings have set a template for what badla or response means. This time, I imagine things may be qualitatively different. I believe things may still have a overt military aspect, but it may not be anything like what we're expecting or seeing or conjecturing about. It may come from somewhere else entirely. It may be much more strategic. It may be much more drawn out as well. And I think that's what's important.